All right, well, welcome to our EM Spectrum Lab. So I'm going to try to emulate what we do in class. Now we're going to run through the lab on paper, but I kind of wanted to show you live what some of this stuff really looks like, not just on paper, because it is a whole lot of fun to see, and it's a whole lot of fun to look at all these rainbows. So I'm gotten ready. I've got my lab coat on, got my goggles ready, got my hair tied back, and I've got my lab sheet, the Spectrum Lab from Google Classroom. So make sure that's open. We're not going to really answer any questions right here, but what I would like you to do is I would like you to go ahead and turn. You're going to look at this mercury spectrum tube. So it says part 1 here, and I'm going to show you a couple different things. So I have neon. So I'm going to show you neon live here. So it looks like a bunch of lines and a bunch of colors, sure. But I'm going to show you what it really looks like through the camera. Then the next one I'm going to show you is going to be hydrogen, and I'll get you through those, but you can go ahead and switch to that one. It's going to be in this one that says check your understanding. It talks about the different elements in the star. And so the one I have is hydrogen. And I have a couple of other fun ones to look at too. But I wanted you to see hydrogen and neon, which you see on your lab paper. And mine is black and white. Yours is color there on the computer. And you can see what it looks like live and what you would actually be able to see here. So this is a pretty fun lab. I love talking about it. I love looking at the stars. I like seeing that the light that's coming through to us tells us exactly what's in the stars. It tells us the composition, what's in there. And from there we can determine all kinds of things. We can see what it's burning and what it's making. I think that's pretty cool all the way from Earth. So get ready, get your lab sheet out, match up what you see, and basically on this one, have a lot of fun. All right, so I've got neon in here, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna turn it on, and it's gonna be really, really bright, and then I'm gonna go turn off the actual, so you can see that it gives off this light. So I've gone ahead, I put energy in it, we've got neon gas in the middle. I'm gonna actually go turn off our lights here, because we would usually do this in the dark. Whoops, really bad at turning off lights. Okay, so now we can see a little bit of neon. We see it as one color, but remember, it's actually producing a whole bunch of color lines here that make up this nice color. So I'm actually going to put on these glasses onto my camera here, which separates, which is like a prism, and actually, just give me a minute, need a little extra tape there, okay, which actually gives us the spectrum lines. So it's really fun to look through these, okay, and you can see all the way out here. So if you look kind of out here, okay, you can see some of these spectrum lines. So you can see like right here where my finger is, you can see like a green, blue, and you can see a ton of them, and that's what neon really gives you. So you can look at your paper there, and you can see that neon gives off all those different spectrum lines which kind of run in together. So that's why it looks so much, but you can see how many different ones. And actually, if you were in class, you would actually be drawing these for us and trying to determine some mystery ones, of course, because you know how we all love mystery ones. All right, so that's our neon. Okay, and here is hydrogen. So let me give my camera its glasses again. Okay, so you can see, now you can see two very distinct lines as we get in here. Okay, so you can see right here, my finger's kind of right here, it's not as bright, but you can see there's a blue and there's a red. So you can see, and on the other side, it goes opposite, right? Blue and then red. Okay, so you can see that there's a lot less lines in hydrogen because hydrogen is higher up on that periodic table, so it has less of those energy levels to jump those electrons. So that's why we have less spectrum lines in hydrogen. Is down in the fourth period, so we should have some good amount of colors come off this one. So you can see, ooh, we even have some purples in there, which you know is Mrs. V's favorite, is purple. Okay, I'm gonna move the camera back just a little bit as we go. See if we can get it focused in a little bit more. There we go. So this is bromine. Okay, and you can see how many purple. Okay, we got some purples in here. We've got some blues and yellows and reds. So that's how bromine. So as we get down in the periodic table, we start seeing more of those higher energy because we're definitely getting more energy levels. Okay. All right. So the last one I want to show you. So that was bromine.